Well, hello, folks. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm going to call the county attorney again and see if we can see what's going on with the appointment with Barbra La Wall. I haven't got a call back since the 7th when I asked for an appointment, and then I was down there and well, I got the boot out of the office by the two county attorneys and their boss, and I'm supposed to get a call back, and there's no call back. So we're going to go ahead and give Barbra La Wall a call and see where it goes from there.
Victim Services, this is Bob.
Hi, Bob. Can you connect me to Barbra La Wall's office?
Okay, are you calling about a specific case?
No, there's no case filed.
Okay, I can get you to our assistant. One moment.
Yeah, thank you.
Barbra La Wall's office.
Hi, Barbra La Wall's office. This is Aaron Rey. I'm calling in to check on the status of my appointment that I asked for.
Hold on, sir, okay?
Okay. Well, let's see where it goes. Well, maybe I got a new tactic here. Put me on hold till I go away. Wouldn't surprise me.
This is Ken James.
Hello, Ken James?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was down there the other day and I actually got kicked out of your office for trying to report some evidence and testimony. And first the guy said I could make an appointment with Barbra La Wall, and then he said, well, that I couldn't, and asked me to leave. And I know where that was going to go, right to trespassing, since he told a story of if I'm not wanted somewhere, I could be trespassing. So I left immediately. But upon calling Barbra La Wall back, like he initially said I could, nobody has returned my call. And you guys were down there talking apples and oranges to me about civil when I'm talking about criminal Title 13 statutes. And I kind of don't appreciate being given wrong legal advice or not full legal advice.
Well, first thing, Mr. Ray, let me interrupt you. We do not give legal advice to you or anyone else.
Oh, yeah, they suggested very clearly and said that you said that I should go to the Attorney General. They didn't give me my other options of Rule 2.2b or ARS 1330-84. And so, by the way, you guys are supposed to, you guys just prosecuted a sheriff for raping another sheriff. So you guys lied to me when they told me that you guys don't prosecute the sheriffs. And I don't appreciate being lied to either.
Well, Mr. Ray, nobody is lying to you at all.
Excuse me?
I said no one is lying to you at all. I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, you asked one of my detectives to accompany you to the sheriff's department to arrest the sheriff.
No, so they could witness, keep the peace, and they could be my witness, and then under ARS 1330-84 and surrounding statutes, I immediately give custody to the next law enforcement officer, and we go to the magistrate and swear out a complaint. It's authorized by statute. It's a constitutional right of self-defense. You guys are stepping on my right of self-defense.
Nobody's stepping on your rights, Mr. Ray.
Excuse me? The sheriffs have done it.
No one is stepping on your rights.
Okay, well, look, I came down to report Title 13 criminal information, and the statute, obstructing statute, says I can report it to the county attorney.
Before you and I debate this, what is it that you're looking for?
Well, I want the sheriff's charged for tampering with the public record. I want him charged with obstructing, and now your other two county attorneys were obstructing down there because they delayed the information of my testimony and evidence I was trying to take to Barbra La Wall. If you read the obstructing statute, that's a big no-no. They can't do that.
So what we have read, and correct me if I'm wrong, which I'm sure you will, what we have read is the 3 letters to you authored by Lieutenant Sacco.
Okay, yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, you guys, I made sure you had the other 2 copies, yeah.
And that the complaints and incidents referenced above have been thoroughly investigated and conclusions rendered.
Incorrect. There was no thorough investigation. The 2 witnesses weren't interviewed. They're trying to say I had an interview in a lobby when it was me attempting to get an appointment for an interview.
Mr. Ray, may I finish?
So, well, okay, go ahead. What did they say? Lie. Go ahead.
please don't tell me I'm lying to you, because
No,
all
they
I'm
lied.
is
They
reading.
lied.
So, you know, if
You might be
let's
misinformed.
just get this straight right from the beginning. All I'm doing is reading a document to you.
Okay.
And it says, the Pima County Sheriff's Department takes all complaints about the conduct of its personnel seriously.
But they don't.
And you're entitled to that opinion.
No, it's a fact.
And
I've
fully
documented this.
investigates such complaints.
And they didn't.
Members of the public are encouraged to submit complaints for investigation. However, abuse of the complaint investigation procedure will not be tolerated.
Yes, they're abusing it.
Your continued attempts to argue over the methods and finding of the investigation referenced above can only be viewed as abusive and harassing. Accordingly, we will not accept further written materials or oral arguments or statements concerning these complaints.
Yep, that's what it says.
So,
And
and there is another one which reiterates the same, and let me get the dates here. One is March the 10th, 2009, and it looks like the other is January 22nd, 2009. And the reason you were told that the county attorney has a conflict is there are two deputy county attorneys that are at the sheriff's department, of which Internal Affairs seeks advice from in investigating these matters.
For civil, right? These guys emphasize civil.
No, they provide criminal legal advice for sheriff's deputies.
What your two guys indicated that you and your department would represent them civilly, and we're talking apples and oranges because Title 13, criminal victims' rights. You guys can't claim conflict of interest just to violate my victims' rights.
No, that's why you were referred to the Attorney General's office.
Yeah, but you guys will prosecute. All right, I just need this guy Phillips' last name and the other guy's name because I think they obstructed that day. They delayed the information of my testimony, and you guys, we're not going to
delay information of any testimony.
Well, okay, that's your opinion. I need their names. Philip, what's his last name? Philip what?
Young.
Young?
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy was a detective supervisor, I believe he indicated. Is that correct?
Yes, Appleby.
Appleby?
Yes, sir.
That's his last name?
Yep.
What's his first name?
Dennis.
Dennis? Appleby. Alright, must be like it sounds, sort of. Okay, well, okay, now one of the victims is here with me right now, and she just told me to ask you, how can one complaint that she sent in be considered continual attempts and harassing? That's misrepresented as obstructing on the sheriff's alone right there, and now you're witness to that fact. And I got it right here if you want to ask her a question. I mean, we can dig deeper and we can expose this, or we can just not talk and...
Ray, what about we have a conflict don't you understand?
Yeah, the conflict is Barbra La Wall takes an oath of office to protect and maintain my rights, victims' rights, other rights. That's why I don't understand. Maybe she should...
Absolutely, Mr. Ray. and she wants to protect those rights.
And I've read the website that says you do it.
We have conflicts of interest.
Okay, how come you didn't have a conflict of interest with the sheriff that raped and sodomized the other sheriff, and you prosecuted that case? That's felony criminal charges.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how come there was no conflict of interest there?
Because we didn't have a deputy county attorney advising either of the parties.
Well, maybe the deputy county attorney sees that I've done my homework and they're just wanting to step out of the loop so there's no more evidence involved.
Well, Mr. Ray, I really don't know what to tell you, sir.
Do you standardly order your guys to escort people out of the building when they're trying to bring evidence and testimony to Barbra La Wall and make an appointment after he said I could make an appointment and then he kicked me out and told me I couldn't? Is that a standard procedure?
You were given the best information we could possibly give you.
Well, no, I wasn't.
We're not going to stand here and argue with you. You have a situation with the sheriff's department.
And now you guys obstructed and wouldn't let me give my evidence.
Mr. Ray, can I finish speaking? Or do you tap,
I guess you can.
I'm assuming you're recording this, but
absolutely, it's evidence.
For self-serving statements, I really think you should let me finish. You keep saying that we violated your rights. Nobody violated your rights, sir.
Well, you're wrong, sir. That's your opinion.
Report something.
And read the obstructing statute and see what it says.
You came here to report something. Am I correct?